Life in a tribe is both thrilling and exciting. Wonderful things happen. Joyous moments cannot be forgotten nor reforged by lies. A life that seems to be in nature too carefree. A life full of hardship just to survive and live life to the fullest. Before we go further, we must know in depth the lifestyle of a mountain tribe here in the Philippines.
Ifugao, a province in the Philippines, is mostly dwelled by a mountain tribe, also called Ifugao. Once arriving here, you will be charmed by the beautiful landscape and rich Aboriginal woodcrafts.
In 1995, the UNESCO has declared the Ifugao Rice Terraces as one of those listed in the World Cultural Heritage sites in the world.
The rice terraces need a supply system to sustain it, and the forests behind them play an important role.
Above the rice terraces, you will see forests above the rice terraces, and we call this muyong. And muyong is a managed forest. And the muyong is the source of water for the rice terraces. It's also the source of organic fertilizer for the rice terraces.
Muyong also provides wood for Ifugao people's daily life. For example, their traditional wooden houses.
So you used to live here?
Yes, this is a house for one family. We eat here. This is our dining, and we sleep here. After eating, we can sleep on the floor.
To enter the house, people have to climb the ladder over 1 meter high.
Why is it very high?
It is very high so that the rat may not go up. If the rat will go in, they will eat the rice or anything that they place on the house.
Ifugao houses are made of various wood, but mostly local oak. The roof is usually made of material from the surrounding area.
They change the roofing. Like my house, I changed this roofing.
Oh.
This is Kaugong grass. And the Kaugong grass will last 30 years. That will be changed again.
Ifugao people try their best to adapt to the mountain life. Apart from the wood constructions, they also made wood crafts. Like Charlie, he has made wooden bikes for 55 years.
I'm the one. I'm the one who made it first. But we do not have this kind of. We only have like this, but we have no like until we learn how to carve. We can make design.
So this is wood?
Yeah, this is wood.
So you invented this?
Yeah.
In Muyong, if you are lucky, you can see Ifugao people ride the bikes passing through. From rice terraces, wooden houses to bicycles, Ifugao people have heavily relied on Muyong for almost every dimension of their lives and remained their tribal culture.
presenting the effects of what can happen a tribe when there is mining activities near them or even infrastructures are being built near them. Is a tribe dancing in front of their Municupali Hall. This dance signifies their protest to halt all mining activities near their ancestral land and their homes, in which if not stopped could instill danger and death of their tribe. Here we see some of them are expressing their right of speech, where some of them spoke why they need to halt those illegal activities. And some of them, to the extent, will do anything as to shave their hair in means to acknowledge the government heed their callings.
With its white sand beaches and balmy weather, the island of Boracay in the central Philippines is the country's most visited destination. It attracts millions of tourists from all over the world. Despite all its charms, not many of those who come here are aware of the island's history. The Atis are believed to be the original inhabitants of this island, but the increasing commercial development drove them from their homes, and for decades they have stayed like this. Poor, uneducated, and marginalized. The government has awarded more than 2 hectares of land for the tribe's relocation. It is one of the most expensive and sought-after properties in the country, and real estate developers have long wanted it. This is the reason why Atis here say they are worried for their safety. The leader of the tribe was gunned down in broad daylight just over a year ago. Dexter Condes was fighting for the rights of his people. The case is pending in the courts. Tension on the island is high.
It is painful for us because we were here first, and yet we have been left behind. While others have progressed, we have nothing at all.
They say local government here has not given them enough protection, often favoring wealthy business establishments over the Atis' welfare. The office of the mayor is unavailable for comment. A move to put the Ati people on the tourism map is now being pushed. It will allow them to introduce their culture to the millions of visitors here every year.
We're very grateful that the government has finally realized that they need to provide a face, the human face of Boracay, which is the Ati. Because without the Ati in Boracay, Boracay becomes a soulless community.
It may also mean more jobs for those who have long been discriminated, they say, because of the color of their skin. It is their every right to do so because they belong here as much as anyone else, saying they're not just a driftwood that came from nowhere. Chumala Lindogan, Al Jazeera, Boracay Island, Central Philippines.